In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. Freedom lies in being bold. A mother takes 20 years to make a man of her boy, and another woman makes a fool of him in 20 minutes. By working faithfully 8 hours a day, you may eventually get to be boss and work 12 hours a day. The figure a poem makes. It begins in delight and ends in wisdom, in a clarification of life. Not necessarily a great clarification, such as sex and cults are founded on, but in a momentary stay against confusion. Forgive, O Lord, my little jokes on thee, and I'll forgive thy great big joke on me. A liberal is a man too broad-minded to take his own side in a quarrel. The reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. I hold it to be the inalienable right of anybody to go to hell in his own way. There never was any heart truly great and generous that was not also tender and compassionate. I never dared to be radical when young for fear it would make me conservative when old. What we live by, we die by. The greatest thing in family life is to take a hint when a hint is intended, and not to take a hint when a hint isn't intended. My sorrow, when she's here with me, thinks these dark days of autumn rain are beautiful as days can be. She loves the bare, the withered tree. She walks the sodden pasture lane. I always entertain great hopes. Nothing can make injustice just but mercy. You don't have to deserve your mother's love. You have to deserve your father's. It's a funny thing that when a man hasn't anything on earth to worry about, he goes off and gets married. Poetry is what gets lost in translation. A successful lawsuit is the one worn by a policeman. A person will sometimes devote all his life to the development of one part of his body, the wishbone. A poem begins in delight and ends in wisdom. A civilized society is one which tolerates eccentricity to the point of doubtful sanity. Thinking isn't agreeing or disagreeing, that's voting. The jury consists of 12 persons chosen to decide who has the better lawyer. Take care to sell your horse before he dies. The art of life is passing losses on. You can be a rank insider as well as a rank outsider. Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. A bank is a place where they lend you an umbrella in fair weather and ask for it back when it begins to rain. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. The best way out is always through. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. A diplomat is a man who always remembers a woman's birthday but never remembers her age. The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. Happiness makes up in height for what it lacks in length. Forgive me my nonsense, as I also forgive the nonsense of those that think they talk sense. The world is full of willing people, some willing to work, the rest willing to let them. And were an epitaph to be my story, I'd have a short one ready for my own. I would have written of me on my stone, I had a lover's quarrel with the world. Two such as you with such a master speed cannot be parted nor be swept away from one another once you are agreed that life is only life forevermore, together wing to wing and oar to oar. You have freedom when you're easy in your harness. There are two kinds of teachers, the kind that fill you with so much quail shot that you can't move, and the kind that just gives you a little prod behind and you jump to the skies. Education is hanging around until you've caught on. Writing free verse is like playing tennis with the net down. I'm not confused, I'm just well mixed. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. If society fits you comfortably enough, you call it freedom. Most of the change we think we see in life is due to truths being in and out of favor. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. Poetry is a way of taking life by the throat. I have never started a poem yet whose end I knew. Writing a poem is discovering. No memory of having starred atones for later disregard or keeps the end from being hard. Humor is the most engaging cowardice.